So now that we've depressed you all,
you guys have to be an amazing audience today, even more amazing than normal, because Sophia comes to us after hanging out with my own personal friend, Flotus.
yeah, and Glamour magazine, which reaches 1 out of every 8 women in America. They have the largest readership, has decided the First Lady, Charlize Theron,
who is
Julia
like the coolest.
Gillard, who's the former Prime Minister. I mean, yes, and also she is the coolest. And it was by far one of the most inspiring conversations I've had the pleasure to witness.
Hashtag 62 million girls.
Yeah.
What? Like, oh my God, I like shoes. Like, 'cause that's what I would get.
Yeah, no, I was very, very inspiring couple of days.
Yeah.
It's
so
great.
your office, the police woman that you play, obviously have not seen the first episode, so what can you kind of say?
Or she might
fixed.
lose another person. Yeah. It's a non-starter. She says, I'll come in and I'll do this thing. And at the end of the day, I'll be gone. You guys can pretend like I was never here. Children who require you to show up if you have a partner or family or over 40,000 hours. I was like, Malcolm Gladwell, I got you times 4.
Who's an ER doctor in DC, and he was like, keep going. Okay, let me tell you about my night. And I was like, okay, I get it. Yeah. I mean, do you, I guess, what's the most challenging part for you of being on the show? I need 4 hours and I can rebound.
Fine.
Yeah.
And who needs, I do a dream job, but truthfully, everything gets relative for every single one of us, I think. And there are days when I have to give myself permission to be a human being with feelings and emotions, even though I have a job. Yeah, and I was like, I love you so much, but if you sing one more fact about AP history to me, I'm gonna punch you in the face. Like, I can't do this. And this is the connection. This is taking a story and turning it into someone's real life. And it's a really good idea. My father is a...
When did you realize that you actually could make a living at this?
And he was like, let me break down what $600 means, because at the time I was in college and bought a jacket.
Well,
and
that's what
he
I
was
would've
just
done.
like, I don't think so.
Kerry Washington was just here, and she was like, oh, my first big splurge was a laptop. I was like, girl, my first big splurge was a Marc Jacobs bag. Like, here, this is why, you know?
She's so cool.
I mean, she's really cool.
Yeah.
What was your actual first big splurge? Like, where you were like, I don't care how much this costs, I'm getting it.
Awful lot of reflectors and ran a lot of film to the lab. Because of that, nothing was digital then either. So I would just play chicken with the traffic on Highland in LA and run stuff to a photo lab called. That's actually a really good life lesson. I think that the intense and has so many moving parts, and we might be on a break from a scene, but we're shooting with a second unit. We're doing a stunt sequence over there. I mean, it comes out of 250 people's daily efforts. Like, it scrambles my...
Get to meet #Flotus. I mean, Flotus.
Yeah.
I think that's like, what's not to love?
It's pretty great.
Pretty great life. What of yourself do you see in your character?
I think that the reason that I do this, and I was like, oh, I get her on that. And then, the fact that she...
And tell me something about Connie Britton, because I know you guys are friends. And who does not love themselves?
I mean...
Tammy Taylor.
That woman... Nobody grabbed her. We had this amazing night, and then it turned into this great dinner date. She'll be the first person to step up and say, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't sign up for that. This is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to talk about. This is what matters. And I'm just like, yes, Tammy Taylor. Get it.
I love it. Oh, my God. And her kid is so
cool.
cute.
He's the best.
I mean.
He's the best baby. Yeah.
So, shoot. We have time for a couple.
Hi, Sophia. I am super excited for tomorrow's premiere.
I really want it to be about honesty. There's this thing, one of my male counterparts, how it feels to play a strong man. What does that mean exactly to you guys? And I really like that we are getting to a place where women in television are strong, but I want them to be real. And just as we don't want to be, and I appreciate that while I get to play a woman who is badass and tough and all of these things, she's not expected to be just that. I like that she breaks. I like that she's imperfect. I like that even though she is a heroic person.
Get asked about the work-life balance and, you know, how do you juggle it?
Anyone ever asked Robert Redford that?
Yeah.
I don't think so. So for me, it's exciting to be able to shift the conversation to more important things and sharp about it, to greet that sort of with tenderness, but also to be clear.
Ball book for friends?
Exactly, and I was like,
Hi.
I'm long process where you've had this 100 pages and you know everything that's coming. And then in TV, you get a script, if you're lucky, 5 days before things to see what your audience resonates with and pursue those sort of light bulbs that go off. And so they're very different, really technically, and then also in the amount of,
Budget notwithstanding, like if you had to generalize.